Hello there and welcome to my channel. I'm Kate. I'm in my nest and it's Friday. So Fridays always bring a sense of fun, and because my fleur influence is continuing to permeate everything I'm doing at the moment, I'm back with some more things to say about my incredible time in Melbourne. I've put on a bit of bling, so because the happiness and the joy is continuing. So I'm a girl who likes collections. I think you've got that idea from me. I'm not sure whether I showed you this braid that came from Marigold Interiors, but today that is just speaking to me. I found this little piece that came not from that store, but I collected that a little while ago. So that is inspiring me. And here is my Melbourne collection. I haven't done any more on my needle book, but I was piling these all up and thought, what else does this collection need? And of course, it's a pincushion. But I don't want to do a long pincushion. I want to come back to my favorites, which are the cupcakes. Of course. So I hope if you haven't seen my cupcakes, that these make you smile. A girl can never have enough pincushions, and especially cupcakes, because they just go everywhere. They're light as a feather. So that's what I want to make to match this collection. So I have my last bit of my mohair blanket. I've also got this one that is still not together yet, but that is really channeling some floral, bright color vibes as well. So I'm going to take a little bit of that influence. Who knows where we'll end. So I've just got them stacked on a beautiful old vintage plate, and that's bringing me joy, and I hope by sharing that with you, you've got some joy. So they're going to the side. I'll keep that braid there. In terms of size, I tend to like a cup, and I want this one to be a bit bigger. So I'm going to use that cup as a template. Oh, and that's right. I found that I'd already started with you one of these. So let's see if we can neaten this up. Precious bits of mohair. I've also got some fleur material, a little bit of this fabric that I'm using on the Betty quilt, and I had something else. Oh, under here. From the Green Door the other day, Carol and Sandra were down from Sydney, and Carol gifted me this beautiful crocheted flower. So I'm thinking there might be, look at that, it matches. It could go on any of my works. Look at that. I must get back to crocheting some flowers, because look at that 3D, 3 petals, glorious colour. So thank you so much, Carol. So let's just start. I better ask how you, look, this is so Kate. How could one get a DMC label on their pen lid? You couldn't even do that if you tried. And excuse me, it's really bad hay fever this morning. I think I was telling you it was quite warm yesterday and humid, so it did rain overnight, not a lot, but just enough to release that, you know, that, I don't know how it all works. It's invisible, Kate. So I really am hoping you are well. Did I actually ask you that? Or did my sneeze come first? little bit more circular in my imperfect way. Doesn't look like a circle at all. And I'll get another piece. I so hope you're looking forward to the weekend. Let's just do this one clean. Let's use something. Yeah, so it's morning here. I can get in an early video, which might mean I do more over the weekend because I feel like I've got so many things to catch up on. Got a new project to start. I'm going to check that you can see me. Yep. So basically, to make it, oh, that's a much better circle. Still not perfect, but it's better. To make a cupcake, basically, I like using 2 bits of blanket, putting stuffing in them, which I have here, and then layering them. And part of the fun layering is to find some pieces of crochet for me that I've either made myself and pulled apart, or a little bit of a coloured doily or an embroidery. So we're going to have a look at some of those. See, that would be divine. Oh, we might have to make more than one. Let's do that. Because this is, oh, I need a little bit for inside my fleur needle book. So I'm going to line this, and then I need 2 little bits. Yep, I've got plenty. So I'll keep that aside a little bit. Which worked better? This. And look, you don't have to use blanket. You can use wadding or fabric. I was just thinking Sandra had a beautiful one with an embroidery on it at Green Door. Love that sound. Can't see the lines, but it's a good sound. Still adjusting to the light in this new room. The window is so much bigger and brighter, and I love that. Okay. Now, what I didn't think about that I can see, we're really going to be adventurous. Because I've got these bits of blanket from the Green Door, from the beautiful Zoe. And wouldn't it be fun to feature one of these? And I've already threaded up. This is one of Zoe's Green Door wools. Look at that. That's the Green Door. And she's wrapped it so beautifully. It's variegated and pink. And I want that. I don't want it to be half, but I want to have that. Actually, if you've been on Instagram, the beautiful Missy from Missy Made This has made a little post of the green door and has gone round and shown what people were working on. And I think there's a picture of Sandra's pincushion Cupcake in there. So you can see one completely different style to me. I suppose what I'm saying is just take the concept and make lots and lots. Great for gifts. Oh, I love it. Look, I'm getting better at circles. Right, so there's one. Put the cup away. You know what I'm thinking? I could get more value out of my mohair and save one for another time, or in a needlebook, if I supplement with these blankets. What's in? Yep, that will go. It's like matching our clothes. It's not sitting perfectly with me, the colour, and I'm just looking over because the joy now is I've got things much closer than they used to be. So I've got some cream scraps and a little bit of this. I'd like to use this. Yep. Okay, cup is back. I feel like I should draw on the back. So I'm very excited. Quite a number of you, I'm gradually catching up on comments now that I'm home, but a lot of you are dashing to your stash. Let's call that a thing. Dash to your stash and see what you can pull out to make some fun tiny bits. It's good to always have a little project as well as big ones. To say welcome to my new subscribers. I know many of you are interested in Fleur's workshop, and I hope you're going to stick around to see that influence continue and to start making and painting. I've ordered some of the paints that we used at the workshop. They're being sent from somewhere in Australia, so when they come here I'll show you how we painted. So we traced the flowers and then painted on here and then stitched over the top. I don't think I've got any painting still there. Listen to me, I'm all over the place because I'm so excited. Oh, look at that. Okay, now we can do two things. We can put these together and then embroider and embellish, or we can do a little bit of it first. And Carol, I think I'm going to commit to putting this on here because my pincushions are always around me, so let's commit to that so I can see it every day. Okay, so inside the crochet flower here, I'm going to go through the center. I could have knotted it, but I forgot. And this is Zoe's from the Green Doors wool, hand dyed herself. She is such a clever and beautiful human. Slightly off center, doesn't matter. Carousel used beautiful soft wool, so I know that, see, pins, one went into me then, we'll have no trouble going in there. So let's put that there. Just going quiet because I'm thinking, and the whole idea is that we're meant to build a layer, like a layer cake. Yep. Let's think. I'm not going to use. The other thing I've brought down is, I got this in the US, and I was thinking that's another thing I could work out how to put stuffing in that. And wouldn't that be a beautiful, usable pincushion? Look, let's just start with this. So I hope you're playing along. First thing to commit to is, Kate, what is going to be the bottom light? Because the idea is that you can use them either way. And I'm definitely going to put no, I need more contrast. Yep. That's Kate's test method. Okay, so let's take one of these. Like that. Oh, look how blingy that is. So let's put that one down first. So we've got the texture here and not as much texture. That's why we're building it up. Oh, pulled my thread out. And let's sorry everyone. Just getting the texture, the tension right, because it's quite strange. And I'm not trying to hide the stitches, because I think that's part of the charm, if you like. In my case, probably not charm, but rustic, naive. Oh, look how that's starting to fray. I love that. So fray away a little piece. So I will come inside a little bit. I've got a knot when I don't need one. Look at that wild colour. So it was just a week. Well, in fact, I shouldn't say just a week. It feels incredible that I was just starting with Fleur last Friday. And here I am, I'm back. So happy that I did that. I'm so delighted to share with you all. Okay, so as I've been talking, I'm going to add some just fill in here. So I've got a little raised flower, a little bit more. No, I probably should have put that in the center. It'll be okay. And we'll finish stitching this down. And remember, these are just ideas, so they're coming from my random making. So you can do it any way you want. And if this off-centeredness, I understand that that will not work for a lot of people. But what I love is seeing others who've made these and they're absolutely perfect, and I admire them so much. So just do you, as we always say, and work out what you love doing and which bits of fabric. Okay, so we've got that, we've got that. Maybe I'll put this on a different bottom. That might be a good idea. Okay. There we go. That can start going with there. So this is my wild fringy one. And this one can go there. Let's have this little beautiful piece of crochet in there. And then we're going to embroider some florals on here. What do you think? I think we could start putting that together. Let's make some. Just get some pink pearl cotton. And I'm not going to stitch it right on the end. I'm going to stitch it in, because then that gives opportunity for either blanket stitch around the end. like the edges separated, or we can cut them. Oops. So, of course, a neater person would have pinned. This is what happens when you just get totally free. Just go, what's the worst that could happen? I was just thinking this would be so fun to pop in this little bag with my fleur poster and postcard and put it in there, because this one it fits actually, but hey, as I said, you can never have too many. I keep looking at this now and thinking, oh, I really want to do that. That's why when you see things, no matter whether you've got a use or not, and they're reasonable, just pop them in that little bag at the oppie. Okay, so we're just going to put this in here, right to the edges. So you can see how this is going to curl up, and I'll show you what I do with that in a minute. And I just do it till it sort of feels right. Yep. And pick up that needle, whichever one it was. It's because the eye's too big. Oh, there you are. There's a side-on view of my cupcake. So yeah, so if you like the effect of the two layers showing, yeah, just stitch inside a little bit. Or this could have been just straight blanket stitched together. Things falling down everywhere. Let's go just into the middle. Look how effective that, well, I think it's effective. I love that blanket, Zoe. Thank you so much. putting it in one of your little blanket kits, because you don't need huge lots of fabrics and materials to make. Right, so now I decided I don't like that little bit, so all you have to do is a trim. But I have done it deliberately uneven. Again, you can do a perfect circle around there. Now, so I'm going to blanket stitch those. How many layers would we like on this side? Where's Fleur's material? Let's just come in here, grab a flower. I don't actually know what I'm thinking yet, so you might want to wait on this step. Oh, I am liking that yellow center. This is what happens. I get off the track. So let's do a little sort of circle, because this is so quintessential Fleur. And let's what shall I use? A pink, because I've got to marry these colours into here. I've got some wool actually, that would be nice. I think this is still Fleur wool. And I think Fleur's posted that she is going to do a newsletter on Sunday, our time, or New Zealand time. And she's going to offer some, or talk about the release dates of her products. So be watching out for that. Sorry, that was a talk amongst yourself moment. Okay, so here's a little flower. Just wondering whether I can get up under there. Into the center, Fleur said. And let's just start with some big. So if you were a planner, you could plan this step before you actually put the cupcake together. But I'm not. Not at this point with this cupcake. So you're really seeing me just, it could be a total disaster. I'm just sort of basically going around some of the petal marks. didn't look and that went a bit crooked there, but when I come back with another colour, we won't notice that. I'll come back in here. And yeah, that's probably enough. Let's pull that through, pull it out. And then, so I'll put some other colours on there, but I'm thinking, what do I like the grey? No, I like this little, again, I know some of you don't like to see this, so look away, but just remember I have a full set of this crochet collection. I have bits untouched, but it features on my flower to flower. Okay, we're going to put that there. So look at that. This is what I mean by cupcake. You can use it on the side, in the round, and let's just do this one here. I have no idea how long I've been doing this because I'm just absolutely lost in the moment. Do you want what colour centre? I feel we might have a contrast and go Zoe's wool. So just basically want to come up in that centre. Should have thought about this more. So what are we going to do? We'll just do a big stitch. Gets the blanket and comes up over here. Stabbing in the dark. There we are. Here over to here. So I am probably showing you that if you build up your layers before, that might be easier. Just one more. Go this way to there. And then down through the centre and out. I'm itching to put something yellow in there, but I won't for the moment. I might just show you how we integrate the two colours. I'll get a bigger piece of this. This Kate's very scientific way of what? I want that to fray a bit too. Okay, so what we're going to do now is make this a little frill. So I'm going to come up without all of that. Start ourselves off. And here we go, we're going to blanket stitch around the edge. So it stands up like part of the flower. And I want to preserve the little frilly bit. So I'm not so much about an exact blanket stitch, it's just adding the texture. So I'm going slow and the needles come undone. But because it's Friday fun, I'm not rushing. Time is stopping because this is just relaxing, freeing, fun. Oops, I'm going very quiet. Because I'm just getting in the Zen groove. So if you haven't tried a Cupcake pincushion, just get your favourite things out, which will be probably nothing like mine. I've done a very big blanket stitch there in my, because I wasn't concentrating. Just have a go. Just determined to finish this little bit. When you try to go faster, it actually slows you down. I'm nearly going to make it. Let's see, my response is because I'm close to the end, I'm going faster and bigger. That's not the way to do it. But one more stitch. Yep. And then I'll just finish that off through there. Okay, not perfect, but you get the idea. So just add some texture and colour like that. And then I will probably, you know what I really wanted to do? There's my little trinket bowl that I brought back from Melbourne. And oh, there's Terry. Thank you for your happy mail. I've got all sorts of little beautiful things to share from Terry, including, look what she sent me, which is exquisite hanky. And I'm thinking of using that, actually, Terry, in my Fleur needle book. So thank you so much. Generosity of people. Oh, look, I'm having an idea. Is there a way I could use some of that trim? It goes so perfectly. Or I could embroider. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh. See what happens when you just have kindness around you and beautiful things. That is a treasure. I was reaching over actually for this, as Terry has sent me, because she's zoning that I'm going to go purple as well. But look at that beautiful stitching. Anyway, the other thing I could do and I might have to is put, yep, there you are. It's like meant to be. A bit of my Melbourne marigold braid around there. I'm just going to pin it because I won't bore you with the stitching of that. Just want to get the right side facing. I'm shaking with excitement. And you've helped me so much being here because I've been talking out loud. Get very bored with the sound of my own voice, but see, I picture all of you and what you're going to make, and it helps me create. Okay. So who could believe it? There is the start of the Fleur cupcake. It could sit beautifully in my bowl there. Oh, I love that. Carol, I will put something yellow in there. I hope you don't mind. I just want a bit big. Maybe. Oh. Yep. There we go. That will bring me joy. It will go with my Fleur collection. And let's not forget, I still have this one and this one to go. So on that note, let's put some pins and some needles into that. Oops, mess everywhere. Even when I try and be tidy, I can't quite do it, but there you are. Thank you so much for watching. I'll keep doing this, and I'm really encouraging you to give it a go. A bit of Zoe there with me and my parrot. So this is Kate in the Nest saying, until next time. I don't want to go. You can see I can just loving all of that together. Okay, be strong. Okay, until next time, please take care, and thank you for your kindness to me. This is Kate in the Nest. Bye.